Why does God want the whole world to believe in Jesus Christ? Isn't believing in God enough? Does it really matter whether we believe in Jesus or not? But Jesus said he was sent by God. So the word sent has to do with being apart, set apart by God to be sent out into the world. He is to be sent away, sent to go forth, sent to go out. When God did this, Jesus wanted to let the whole world know that he was sent by God for a specific purpose. Let's look at John chapter 3, verse 17. And Debbie, go ahead and read that for us.
For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through him.
See, God did not send his Son into the world to condemn us, but he sent his Son to save us, to help us. Let's go to chapter 3, verse 34. This is in the book of John.
For the one whom God has sent speaks the words of God, for God gives the Spirit without limit.
And it goes to show you here that Jesus's words are not his own. They're actually God's words, the God who sent him. So God sent Jesus to speak exactly what God wanted him to speak. Okay, let's keep going. Chapter 4, verse 34.
My food, said Jesus, is to do the will of him who sent me and to finish his work.
So Jesus saying his food, this is what he lives on, is to do the will of the one who sent him and to finish his work. He didn't say, my food is to do the will of God. But instead, he said, my food is to do the will of him who sent me. He's always concerned about the fact that God sent him into the world. Now let's go to the next verse, chapter 5, verse 23.
That all may honor the Son just as they honor the Father. Whoever does not honor the Son does not honor the Father who sent him.
So it is very important that you give honor to Jesus the Son. In the same way, you honor God the Father. And if you don't honor the Son, because we're dealing in a world that says, I want to worship God, I don't need to worship Jesus. Well, Jesus makes it very clear. If you do not honor him, then you're not honoring the one who sent him. Let's go to chapter 5, verse 24.
Very truly, I tell you, whoever hears my word and believes him who sent me has eternal life and will not be judged, but has crossed over from death to life.
Did you hear that? You cross over from death to life. You have eternal life. And that's what Jesus is making clear to all of us, that if you honor him, read it one more time.
Very truly, I tell you, whoever hears my word and believes him who sent me has eternal life and will not be judged, but has crossed over from death to life.
So the first thing you need to do here is to hear the words of Jesus. And remember, Jesus said earlier, the words I speak to you are from God. So if you hear what Jesus is saying and then believe in the God who sent him, then you will have eternal life. And you cross over from death to life. Let's go to John chapter 5, verse 30.
By myself, I can do nothing. I judge only as I hear, and my judgment is just. For I seek not to please myself, but him who sent me.
Again, Jesus could have said, I'm here to please God. But he always thinks about the fact that he's here to please the God who sent him. Very clear that Jesus is on a mission based on God sending him into the world. Okay, let's continue with 533. No, 536, sorry.
Thank you. I have testimony weightier than that of John, for the works that the Father has given me to finish, the very works that I am doing, testify that the Father has sent me.
So the works that Jesus did while he was in his earthly ministry, it is to bear witness or to testify that God sent him. Very clear. He wants us to understand that the God of the universe sent him into the world. Okay, let's move on to the next verse, 37, 537.
And the Father who sent me has himself testified concerning me. You have never heard his voice, nor seen his form, nor does his word dwell in you, for you do not believe the one he sent.
Okay, when you don't believe in the one that God sent, or the one that the Father sent, you're rejecting the Father in that sense, because it's the Father who testified of Jesus and testified to the fact that he sent him into the world. Okay, so that's a testimony. That's bearing witness that it's clear that it was God's will to send Jesus into the world. Okay, 538. Let's go there.
I did connect them together, so I read the
Okay.
whole. Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you want me to reread it 37 and 38 again?
Yeah, you might as well, because it's
Yeah.
536, 37, and 38. So it actually goes
Okay.
together.
Nor that all, right, that all may honor the Son, just as they honor the Father. Whoever does not honor the Son does not honor the Father who sent him. Very truly I tell you, whoever hears the word and believes him who sent me has eternal life and will not be judged, but crosses over from death to life. I'm sorry, I'm reading the wrong chapter. Am I not?
I think you are.
Okay.
Let's go ahead with John 5. Where are you?
I was
36?
reading John 5, 23, 24.
No, that was earlier.
I know.
So we're now at John 5, 36,
36.
37, and 38.
Thank you. I have testimony weightier than that of John, for the works that the Father has given me to finish, the very works that I am doing, testify that the Father has sent me. And the Father who sent me has himself testified concerning me. You have never heard his voice nor seen his form, nor does his word dwell in you, for you do not believe the one he sent.
Yeah, that is packed. So we need to slow that down, don't we? So what Jesus is saying in 536 is that the works that Jesus did while he was on earth, and what did he do? Those who were blind, he gave them the ability to see. Those who were mute, he gave them the ability to speak. He cast out demons. He raised the dead. And he did supernatural acts like calming a storm and walking on water. Those are to testify that God sent him. Then, when we get to verse 37, the Father testifies concerning Jesus, and it says, "You have never heard his voice." And finish that for us.
You have never heard his voice, nor seen his form, nor does his word dwell in you, for you do not believe the one he sent.
So if you're not believing in the one he sent, then he says there that the words that God is saying to us, to the people, they're not sinking in, because you're not believing in the one he sent. That's pretty deep. Let me see. I have what verse was that? 38?
Yes.
Now I'm opening my Bible. Let's see. Yeah, there's gonna have to be some editing on this one. That's for sure.
I'm sorry, Pastor Bert.
Huh?
Yeah.
No, it's when I'm just comparing it. Let's see.